Welcome to the Veterans Voice, where we highlight programs and services that support our veterans. I'm Tim Stroud, and this is Colt the Wonder Dog. Military service builds character, courage, and confidence. Transitioning to civilian life means translating all of that into a new environment. Our guest today, Ms. Jamay Chardine with Career Gear of Houston, tells us how her organization can help. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, Tim.
You got it.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some fun today because I've known you for quite some time.
Yes.
You were the first organization that I plugged in when I moved from Austin into Houston, and I absolutely love it.
Thank you.
You got
Thank
it.
you. Yeah.
Well, there's thousands of veteran service organizations in the greater Houston area.
Yeah.
What is special about Career Gear that helps veterans transition into that next career?
Sure. So in 2014, I took a look back on the clients we had served in 2013, and I learned that 46% of those clients had served our country.
Okay.
And so it kind of set me down this path of trying to figure out why we had so many veterans, those who had served, that needed the support that Career Gear provides. And so just through some simple focus groups, I really found out that the transition with their employment is the hardest part of their transition when they're doing their reintegration. And so we formed Mission Possible, which holistically serves the needs of our veteran. You were very instrumental in helping us that first couple years and getting things going and figuring out how that program was really going to lay out and the pieces that we were going to be putting in with that. So I think just having a holistic approach to the career readiness of our veteran is really what sets us apart. There's a lot of organizations who may help them find a job, but that's not what we really want to do. We have that motto of you teach a man how to fish, and he can become the fisherman for his town, right? And in this case, for his family, right? and so as we take that model and really duplicated it and created multiple Mission Possible series throughout the city, I think that's really what set us apart. We went to where the veteran were, trying to make them all come to us as they're unemployed, and we provided them with holistic services.
I love that, and I love the environment that you and your team have created down there, because a lot of people, if they go anywhere, their anxiety level rises up to meet that expectation. And we also just talked about great speakers and how we want to plug them into different charity events. And we talked about Mattress Mac and JJ Watt. And we're like, okay, what is their connection to the military? So I'm going to ask you, Jamay, what's your connection to the veteran community?
So I like to say that I never served personally, but I like to say that I served 30-something years now under Sergeant Fishback. So my dad was a sergeant in Vietnam in the Marines. My grandmother actually was an engineer, Corps engineer, and a nurse for the Army. My brother, my uncle was also in Vietnam. My brother was in the Navy, and my son is actually a Marine. And my husband is in the Air Force. So I connect to all branches.
You're surrounded.
I am, totally. And so just their service inspires me to continue to serve veteran. When I got ready to kind of figure out what my next move was, one thing I wanted to do was make sure I could give back to the community. And using my skills in men's styling was kind of a natural fit. And my dad said there's plenty of veterans that need that help. So
very good.
That's what we've been doing.
Thank you for your time today, Jamay, and all you do at your organization. After the break, we're going to look how veterans are helping veterans through peer mentorship.
HCC. So many careers, so little tuition. Register today at hccs.edu/now.
HCC's online college is officially open. This not only means online classes, but also online degrees and certificates. You can now credential up anytime, anywhere. Join the fast-growing number of students getting their full college education from anywhere they use a laptop. HCC currently offers 32 fully online degrees and will offer 71 next year. You no longer have to find a way or time to get to college. HCC brings college to you.
HCC. So many ways to learn, so little tuition. Register today at hccs.edu/now.
Welcome back to the Veterans Voice. When you're facing mental health challenges, it's often beneficial to talk to someone who's been there, done that, maybe got that t-shirt. We're joined today by Valerie James with Mental Health of America of Greater Houston to learn more about that, and welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Tim. I appreciate that.
Yes, we were talking off screen and we were ping-ponging the stories that we have of how important it is to have a real person connect with them, to have such a warm handoff, and we've seen that time and time again. So tell people more about what MHA of Greater Houston's doing.
Oh, my goodness. So get your hankies out,
Okay.
okay? So I got a call, as I normally do, about a veteran who's suffering. This was very different. They called me up and said the veteran died of cancer.
Okay.
And his family were now on the street. So not only did they have to deal with the trauma of losing their husband and father, they were put on the street because they had not enough money to pay the rent.
How big was the family?
The family it was a mom with 2 children.
All right.
When I met them, they were sitting on their belongings on the street.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, it was worse. The son, he is autistic.
Oh, wow.
So he's already rocking back and forth and pacing. You know something, he's so stressed. They can only, he's about to go.
Right.
The daughter is crying.
And how old are the kids at this point?
17 and 15.
Okay.
Wow. And then it got worse. The mom, she had a brace on, like a moving belt. So I'm like, I crack a joke. She's trying to stay jovial, make the kids laugh. I said, so you got your moving belt on. She knew you had to get all your stuff out, huh? She said, no, somewhere during the move, she believed she broke a rib.
Oh, mercy.
So she's wearing the belt to hold it in.
Okay. Tell me the good part of it. You gave me the struggle. Now give me the strength and the victory on this.
Okay, I'm gonna give a shameless shout out to the United Way.
Okay.
I know a lot of resources. I got on the phone with them, and it's 5 o'clock on a Friday.
Everything shut down.
Oh, you
Right.
already know. United Way gave me some options, and not only did they give me options, they called a few places themselves, which was amazing.
Oh, wow.
They got me one who might, and the people who I got on the phone with the organization, they said, we don't generally do that, but they did take them in. So by 7:30, 8 o'clock, they were housed.
Oh, what great news. So you took a veteran's family literally off the street and plugged them in. And so hand in hand, first of all, thank you. Hand in hand with having those direct services are connecting veterans to other veterans or patriots. Correct. And so that comes into the peer network.
Absolutely.
Tell me a little bit more about that, and then tell me who can volunteer to help out.
So the peer network, we're veterans who walk the walk and talk the talk, and their family members. And what we do is we just do purposeful interaction.
Okay.
We meet with the
What
veterans.
does that mean?
Well, purposeful interaction,
Okay.
that means you're going to not just the veterans, but resources and their families.
Okay.
You're purposely interacting with them to find out what they need and get them plugged in where they need to, what helps them survive.
That sounds great. So do you have just a list of things? Do you go off a website or everything up here?
No, oh my God. So I had the joy of being homeless twice.
Oh, wow.
And Texas took me off the street when I arrived here. So I have a very good working knowledge of a lot of the resources.
Well, my heart goes out to you because I know the great work that you and your organization does. Who can be a peer-to-peer support person?
Someone willing to help out.
Okay.
Don't be ashamed if well, I have a background. I've heard that. I'm like, good. Because we work with that backgrounds too. Come on with it. You know what I mean? We need you. So anyone, just get in touch with me, and let's make it happen. Let's get you out there helping people. If that's in your heart, we'll get you out there doing it.
Thank you so much, Valerie. I appreciate everything that you do out in the community. And after the break, we're going to discover how Houston Community College makes learning convenient for busy veterans and their family members. Right after the break.
Coding is the 21st century equivalent of the English language. And our particular flavor of this is the iOS Coding and Design School. And Apple's been very supportive. It's a great opportunity to combine creativity with technology.
HCC. So many degrees, so little tuition. Register today at hccs.edu/now.
We have academic programs that help students get from high school into a university. And the data is very clear that students that take the path of a community college finish in far higher numbers than students that start straight into a university experience. Our students can achieve a baccalaureate degree in multiple fields from the universities in the area without ever leaving Houston Community College.
Welcome back to the Veterans Voice. Active military, reservists, and veterans often lead busy, complicated lives. HCC's online college gives valuable options for achieving a better balance. Dean Timothy Snyder is our next guest, and he's here to tell us more. What is HCC Online College, Doc?
Well, it's a HCC, but in an online modality. So students can interact with their faculty, with their peers, all through an online environment.
I love it. And too often times, instead of a small little hurdle, it's a huge wall that a lot of veterans go through. But your 6 rock-solid campuses and your 7th online helps bridge that for our veterans. And how does it do that instead of a traditional 4-year college program?
Sure. Well, we are first and foremost a community college, and we serve the greater Houston area. As you said, we have 6 brick and mortar, if you like, campuses spread throughout the city, as well as our online college, which reaches across the entire district. Okay.
Now, why do some of the non-traditional students choose the online portion instead of going to one of those brick and mortars?
Well, most of our students work.
Okay.
You know, they have jobs, they have families, they have responsibilities. And online allows them the flexibility to take their classes, complete their degrees, complete their academic path, but they can do it on their schedule.
I love that. And you know what? The VA plays a large role, the GI Bill and all kinds of funding that goes along with that. And there's some VA programs out there to help fund some of the higher applications out there. How do they apply for those, and are they applicable to what we're talking about today?
Sure. Veterans can participate in online programs. There are some very specific rules about what types of programs they can apply their funds to, and that information can be found through our Veterans Office here. We also have our online academic advisors and counselors that will help them as well along their way in picking their classes and going through the process.
Perfect. And you served in the military as well?
Yeah, I served in the United States Navy. In fact, that's the GI Bill is what put me here today, frankly. That's how I got my start, went back to school, and continued on up through my academic process as well.
And I know that you've got a lot of veterans, but you also have a lot of patriots that work in your office. So what characteristics of serving the military in a veteran's capacity make them well suited for the online programs?
Well, on the front page of our website, we actually have a little area that says, is online learning right for you?
Okay.
You know, and we talk about 3 particular characteristics, and you know, things like discipline, things like time management, things like organizational skills. Those areas, all those things that are ingrained to us in military service, apply directly to what we're doing in online education, because you are scheduling yourself. You are kind of the one to get yourself up, get you online and participate in your class, do your assignments, etc. So all those skills that we evolve in the military played a direct role in their success as a student in an online education forum.
Yeah, and I'm really excited about this because so many of the other programs, and not knocking any of the 4-year traditional colleges, but a lot of time if they're going for something in the IT field and it's a 4-year degree, 2 years into it, that degree is obsolete.
Right, right. And that is one of the nice things about our programs. We have opportunities for students to come in a very quick amount of time, short amount of time, be able to be out there and be working in the field. And if they do want to continue on to their 4-year degree, we offer a huge cost savings.
Ooh, you know, now you're talking my language,
most
Doc.
students can go, you know, if they start and do their first 2 years with us, that transfers over to one of our 4-year institutions in the state. They can save themselves nearly half of the cost of that 4-year degree.
Ooh, I like it. So they can also use that GI Bill, so if mom or dad has served, and they need a little bit just to finish their degree, that's a great cost saving so they can pass the rest on to their kiddos.
And I don't remember the name, all of it, so please check our website, but our Veterans Office here on campus not only serves our veterans, but also serves the affiliated family members as well.
Perfect. Thanks, Doc. And if you'd like more information on any of the organizations and services you've seen on the program today, visit our website at hccs.edu/Veterans Voice. For everyone here at HCC TV and everyone at Easter Seals of Greater Houston, thank you for joining us on the Veterans Voice.